Look, there is a trait that I won't lie to you, man. Even I sometimes get infected with this and it really, really hurts. This trait, I kid you not, causes literal billionaires to get cheated on. Even royalty. Kings, princes, presidents, high-level people. You're worried about status. You're worried about, the influence and the money. Yeah, okay, great. I completely agree with you. But there's something that these people do that literally causes the ultra-high status, the elites of the world, to get cheated on. So here's you worrying about your little 100,000 followers on Instagram. And what happens is they lose something that got the woman attracted to them in the first place. And I don't blame them. Let's say you got attracted to a woman, right? And she, let's say the thing that first caught your eye is the fact that she's a gym girl. She goes to the gym and everything, and, she has a nice body, you like it, she looks pretty, she looks good, she's not fat or anything. And then you get with her, all of a sudden, 6 months later, it's been 4 months since she's hit the gym. All she does is eat fucking carbs and pizza, destroying her skin, destroying her health. She's gained 50 pounds, and now here you are thinking, yeah, bro, I'm leaving. I'm done. I don't respect you anymore. This is disgusting to me. I wouldn't blame you if you left the woman, right? Now here's the thing. Women generally tend to be less confrontational, so they're at a much higher propensity to actually cheat and commit infidelity than men are. So what's the next step for them? Well, they cheat, and this happens within the ultra high class, like I told you. So what is the actual mistake? What is the actual error that happens? And it's within the ultra high class when they lose their confidence to retain the power. What do I mean by this? The woman got attracted to the fact that you have so much influence and power and control. And then these guys lose the confidence to retain it, to hold it, and to grow it. These billionaires lose confidence in themselves. But of course, this is such a vague thing to say. No billionaire in the world is ever gonna tell his woman, hey, yeah, I completely lost confidence in myself. It doesn't look like that. No one ever says I don't have confidence in myself openly, especially the ultra high class. So what does this really look like? It manifests into rages and sometimes depressive episodes. So what do I mean? Try and follow with me, right? Because this is takes a little bit of intelligence. Some guy loses confidence in himself. Ultra high status man, and he loses confidence. He doesn't openly tell his woman, hey, lover, I lost confidence in myself. I lost the ability to grow my business, to grow my power, to grow my potential. He never says this. No one in the world will ever say something like this. So what actually happens is it manifests into rages and depressive episodes. For example, ultra high millionaire, billionaire. He's on a call with one of his clients, one of his employees, and he starts yelling at him, raging because he lost money. Or let's say you're taking a trade, and this trade has a risk to you can make either $200,000 or lose 30 grand, and you lose the 30 grand, and you're screaming and you're yelling and you're going crazy and everything. Let's say you're watching an election and the party you wanted to win loses. And then you're raging and you enter a depressive episode, and the women that are speaking to you they can tell that, you're in a depressive episode or whatever. Or you lose a game. This one is more relatable to you. You lose a game, you're playing some fucking stupid video game because you're a loser, and you lose the game and you start raging, you throw a controller at the screen, whatever. What does all of this signify? All of this signifies a lack of emotional control. And what does a lack of emotional control signify? A lack of confidence. A lack that you actually have power within yourself. So the woman that got attracted to your emotional control, to your stoicism, all of a sudden sees you being a little bitch crying, oh, I lost the game, oh, I lost the money, oh, I lost the election, I'm going crazy, I'm depressed, I'm in a mess, I'm in a rut. And so do you blame the woman who ends up leaving you because she's no longer attracted to the one thing that got her attracted to you? Because I wouldn't blame her. Your woman becomes obese, you want to leave, I don't blame you. You become an emotional little crybaby and she wants to leave. I don't blame her. But what do we actually do then? Because there are times where it gets brutal. That's where stoicism comes in. That's why I always preach these stoic philosophies of every loss is a win, which not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back. That's why I always preach these philosophies. Stoicism, strength, inner, emotional, masculine strength. And if you lose this, if you lose your emotional control, you are not just cooked, you are deep fried. First of all, the reason they got there is because of emotional control, right? But let's say they got there and then they start losing the emotional control. Well, now they lose their woman, and now they lose their business, and now they lose everything that made them them. So what is the message here? Stoicism, brother. Stoicism, strength, emotional strength. You must be that pillar that stands erect amongst a tsunami of waves and amongst a tsunami of bullshit that strikes you in your life. Otherwise, you will literally lose everything. There's nothing that holds you in place except stoicism and emotional control. When I lose money in my trades, when I lose whatever results, election, whatever it is, it hurts. I'm not saying be emotionless. I'm saying have a grasp, have a wrap, have a chain around your emotions. Control it. Every loss is a win. It builds character. And I won't lie to you, bro. At Blackthorn, we take losses, but we make memories, stories, and we build character along the way. There's nowhere in the world that is completely a winning, trader or business or sales. We don't always win in life. And at Blackthorn, sometimes we lose. But the difference is we react properly. We build character development, and after that loss, we win 3. So if you're interested in building a less emotional bitch out of yourself, then join Blackthorn. Wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.